How many steps should you do, and should you measure them? Should you count calories? Should you test your resting heart rate, your blood pressure, your oxygen levels in your blood, all the things that a sports watch will tell you. And it's the end of the day for me, and a very interesting day because it's the first time in my very long life that I've ever worn a sports watch. I've ever measured all the things that they supposedly measure. Now, the first thing I want to share is why haven't I ever used one? Because I treat exercise, or I treat my healthy body as a normal part of life. I don't need to measure it. The reverse of that, or the opposite to that, is people say what isn't measured isn't achieved. So there's some people that can't live without their sports watch. They're addicted to it. And there's other people like me who I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to know. I just want to get puffed. So I go as hard as I possibly can for 10 seconds to get puffed. And I can feel my own body. I can't go any harder. And I want to get stronger. So I lift as heavy as I possibly can in 10 seconds. So I can tell that I'm getting fitter, and I can tell that I'm getting stronger. But a watch, a sports watch, an implement of measurement will tell you all the things that you might want to measure so that you can get fitter and stronger, and you'll know that you are. So, hey, puppy dogs. I always, particularly today, I've had a giggle because we've taken the dogs all over the place and they go 10 times further than I do. And I'd love to put a sports watch on my dogs to see how many steps they do. Now, just for fun, a normal day for me, I've just lived my normal life. I've never known how many steps I've done. Today I've done 45,000 steps. So that's my life. I'm a very active, moving person. I'm always moving around. But I don't need to know that, because the 4 things that I always ask: do I have a stack of energy? Am I performing at my best? Do I like what I see in the mirror? Do I like the way my body feels to touch? And am I getting the results that I want from my eating and exercise plan? And for me, those answers are yes. If for you the answer's no, and you want to measure that, so if I do more steps, if I have a lower resting heart rate, if I have a healthy blood pressure, is it possible that I will get healthier and fitter and stronger quicker? And I don't know the answer to that. And I think it's a personal thing, like exercise, like food, like the kind of things that you like to eat and the kind of exercise you like to do is a personal thing. So if you want to wear a sports watch, and millions of people around the world are wearing one now and competing with other people in other places and other countries, I think it's a personal thing. I think as an exercise professional, and I've certainly done this my entire career, I've never told people what to do. I've asked them, what's the best way for you to measure that you're getting fitter and stronger? What's the best way for you to live your life? So for example, counting calories. There's one time in my life I counted calories. I was in a bodybuilding competition. I was planning on taking 6 months to get ready for the bodybuilding competition. I ended up entering a competition that was only 6 weeks away, and I had to get rid of some body fat really fast, and so I had to cut calories. I never want to do that again. It's screwed with my head. I don't want it, and so much so that now I don't eat foods when I know the calorie count. I only eat foods that I don't know how many calories are in them, because I don't want to know. I just want to love my food. My focus is have a healthy, fit, strong body, so you burn up all the food that you put into your body, Rowie. So I don't care whether it's carbs or fat or protein or lollies or chocolate or cake or biscuits or meat or bread or potatoes or fruit. I don't care. I just want to eat my food and really enjoy it, and I want to have a body that burns that all up. And how do I measure that? Those 4 questions. Do I feel fantastic? Do I have a stack of energy? Do I like what I see in the mirror? And as an old lady, it gets tougher, apparently, to stay healthy, fit and strong as you get older. But if you've got a fast metabolism, and if you've got a positive attitude, and if you've got an active lifestyle, and I'll just go back a step, how is it possible for somebody as old as me to do plus 40,000 steps every day? Because I'm fit and strong. So because I'm fit and I get really puffed, high intense activity to get fit, and because I'm strong, I overload my muscles to get strong, then I can go and do all the things that I want to do. And that's with food as well. I can go and eat all the food that I want to eat because I've got a body that burns it all up. So this is my one and only day I'll be wearing this thing. I don't need it, I don't want it. There's other people that can't live without it. There's lots of jokes about people who literally are addicted to their sports watch and the information they get given every day, and they can't live without it. But I'm going to ask a very personal question. Supposedly the number of steps is 10,000 is the magical number. And a lot of people say to me, oh, Rowie, I'm doing my 10,000 steps every day. But isn't a better question to ask, are you getting the results that you want from those 10,000 steps? What's the point of doing 10,000 steps if you don't have a stack of energy, you don't perform at your best, you don't like what you see in the mirror, you don't like the way your body feels to touch, and you're not getting the results that you want from your exercise plan? 10,000 might be too many, 10,000 might not be enough. And I always ask, how fast? What if I do 5,000 steps but much faster? So I get really puffed. What if I do 40,000 steps but I'm walking really slowly and I'm not overloading my body at all? I think they're really important questions to ask. And when you have a look at where the research came from, or the so-called research, the number of 10,000, why did we pick 10,000? It literally was that. Somebody just picked them out of the blue, and it was originally came from Japan getting overweight, and the Japanese government wanted to get people healthier and fitter, so they gave them sports watches and said, we think that 10,000 is a good round number. Now, there's lots of other research now being done on stepping and how many to do and how fast to do them and how hard you should step and all of that stuff. But how about this? Find what you like to do, and whatever it is that you're doing, should you be able to demand, I'm healthy, fit and strong. I've got a stack of energy to do all the things that I want to do, perform at my best. I really like looking in the mirror because I like what I see. When I touch my body or somebody else does, I like the way it feels. And I am achieving my results. I'm achieving my goals, getting the results that I want from my eating and exercise plan. Now, as an old lady, and I say this every day proudly, people say, Rowie, how old are you? I'm 120. I just look great for my age. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's how you feel and how you look and how you perform. And if your eating and exercise plan isn't helping you do all of those at 100%, then maybe you need to change your exercise program to be more of 100% effort. And 10,000 steps, unless you're sprinting, is not 100% effort. It's just a plod jog. It's just a walk. So what's your heart rate? What's your blood pressure? What's your blood oxygen levels? How many calories did you burn? How many steps did you do? All that stuff that your watch tells you. If it's important to you, go for it. But wouldn't it be nice to just treat exercise like, and this is just a very personal thing for me, but I have never missed a day of exercise since I was 10 years of age. But I haven't missed having a shower. I haven't missed wearing clothes. I've also eaten food every day. I've had a shower every day. All the things that I do every day, I also exercise every day. I get puffed. I do lots of steps, obviously. I just didn't realise how many. It's interesting because my watch keeps buzzing. This new thing that I've got here keeps buzzing because every time I've achieved something above my supposed what's right for my age range, it congratulates me on what I've done. But I don't want to be fit for my age range. I just want to be fit and healthy for my life. So how about live your life to the max and do whatever it is that you need to do to achieve your goals, to get the results that you want, and to feel good about what you're doing. Could that be a good way to live your life? So you can look at the end of the day like I am and say, super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. Check out the beautiful sky at the end of the day. Woo!